Hey everybody. So I've had a couple conversations recently with people on sales teams. The first one, they said that they recently is a sales rep who got in trouble because their company, their CEO knows the CEO personally at some other company, and so because of that, like nobody, like he's not supposed to prospect this other CEO at this other company. Like it's a big no-no. Like this person is on like an opt-out list, do not contact or opt out. But the sales rep didn't know that, and so he accidentally called this person up, not realizing that they were on like this opt-out list, and they got in really big trouble. Second scenario situation where this came up was a different sales rep at a different company was telling me about their process for finding new leads and prospecting. What he said was part of their process, he has to manually go in one by one for each contact before he reaches out to that prospect. And he has to go into their CRM, open up that record for that prospect individually, one by one, and see if that prospect is marked as do not contact. And he said like the prospect would be listed, they would be in red. So they'd be in red if it's do not contact. So he has to manually take that extra time, that extra step of checking that each time in the CRM. So that's time being wasted. And then B, what if they either forget to do that? There's room for human error here. What if the rep forgets to do that, or they do check, but they still accidentally somewhere along the line still call or email that person? Now they can really get in some, deep trouble. So those are the two different scenarios. I mean, and there's lots of different scenarios where stuff like this can come up, where you might have suppression, people that have been opted out of being contacted. But the sales rep something might happen where, the rep might reach out to that person. So reason why I'm sharing my screen here is in LeadIQ, shameless plug here, but I thought this is something that's been coming up in some different conversations. So I didn't think it would be super salesy. I thought it might be helpful. We have this suppression list, okay? You see it says suppression list at the top of the screen. So somebody on your operations team or sales leadership, somebody from marketing, like a sales rep shouldn't have to bother doing this. Like we don't even give this functionality available to individual sales reps. It's only available, the functionality, seeing this page is only available to the admins who have an admin license of LeadIQ. You can just add all of those contacts in to this do not contact list. It's a suppression list. You would add those contacts in, and you can do it in bulk. You can just upload, in bulk, be able to add all those email addresses in. Or if an entire company has opted out, you can just enter the website domain for that company. In either scenario, LeadIQ, we're going to suppress that company or that individual person's contact info. So if you try to prospect that person, any sales rep at your company tries to prospect that person who's opted out, instead of seeing information here like you're seeing for Kalana, instead of all this information, it will simply say a box. All you'll see is a box that says contact info suppressed. And that's it. Like that stops it right there. That sales rep now cannot see any data that we can find for that prospect, and they can't export that person into their CRM. So that's just, a way that we can help you be more compliant, and help with data privacy and some of these, legal concerns that might come up with data. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more, let me know. Thanks for watching. Happy selling out there. See ya.